It is Thursday, December the 10th. I am Sam, and I am coming at you with everything stimulus, everything politics, and everything business coming at you right now. So, firstly, we have a new stimulus proposal from the Republicans. It is a $918 billion proposal, as opposed to the $908 billion one that was floated a couple of days ago. I'll put a link to my video above. In this new bill, what they are doing is they are nixing the unemployment, that $300 plus up, but they are trying to give everyone $600 checks, which is half of what they gave us in March. This bill is essentially dead on arrival. The Democrats are not going to pass anything that doesn't include an unemployment extension, but we are running out of time. The House Democrats have passed a continuing resolution for 1 week to fund the government until December the 18th. If we don't have anything by then, we might not get anything. And it's going to be a very, very cold Christmas for everyone. Now, all of the politicians are talking that they want something to get done. So, I still have some faith that something will get through, even if it is a tiny piecemeal thing to get us through to January 20th, when the Democrats feel like they will have more of a mandate to pass a bigger bill, so watch that space. Next, let's move on to politics. So, the Texas Attorney General, in concert with 18 other attorneys general from red states, have appealed to the Supreme Court to overturn the election results in the swing states of Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, et al. This is a ridiculous case. What they are saying is that the states like Pennsylvania unconstitutionally allowed mail-in ballot with no excuse, and therefore those election results should be thrown out in all those states, which would handily give the election to their man Donald Trump. In another twist on this one, Trump has asked Lion Ted Cruz to argue the case before the Supreme Court, and Ted has valiantly taken up the cause. Look, this is dead on arrival. The Supreme Court is not going to throw out millions of Americans' votes. This is all fucking theater, and it is really, really making me sad for what was once the grand old party, the Republican Party. They have sunk so low following this tantrum of a man. He's a walking tantrum of a man down this really dark path. And I really hope that once we expunge him from our system, we can get back to some normality, but I'm worried that we might not be able to. But don't worry about this. We just passed the safe harbor date for the states to certify their elections. So all 50 states plus DC have certified their elections. They will be going to Congress. It will be voted on by December the 18th. And then we will have an official president-elect Joe Biden, and he will be sworn in at noon on January 20th. But we need to keep our eyes on that Senate election in Georgia. So that's coming on January the 5th. So watch that space, and that will determine really the state of the stimulus, whether we get a big package in January or not. And finally, let's go to the stock market. Now, if you've been watching the stock market this year, it's really been a wild ride. We had a massive, massive fall in March with the start of the coronavirus, and then we've had a really big bounce back. The stock market is a predictor of the future, not right now. So they are betting on we're going to have a gangbuster year next year, but it might be getting ahead of ourselves. DoorDash, the food delivery app, just IPO'd yesterday. An IPO is an initial public offering. That's when they float their business on the stock market for the first time. They were supposed to float at $102. It popped to $180 a share, which values that company at something like $70 billion. It has about $3 billion in revenue and about $600 million in losses. The stock market is really, really too hot at the moment, and they think that a lot of that comes from these Robinhood day traders. A lot of us are sitting at home. We've got nothing to do. We're not spending our money on, going out to theater shows or going to the movies or going to dinner. So we might as well invest in the stock market, right? But these valuations are getting out of control. And a case in point of that, today is AirBNB's IPO. Now, they're a very successful company, and they're doing very well. They actually have been responding to this pandemic quite nicely, in that people don't want to stay in hotels anymore. They want to stay in private homes because it's cleaner or whatever. But they were supposed to IPO at $68 a share today. which is at the high range. That would value them about $47 billion. It looks like they're going to pop to $150 a share. That's over 100% gain from their initial public offering. This is madness. I mean, that would put the company at $100 billion on its first day. I mean, it doesn't have the revenues to back that up. But people are just hoping that they'll be worth more in the future. I mean, it's absolute madness. So if I were, and I was trying to get in on the Airbnb IPO, I would stay far away for a little bit until we get a real read on what sort of revenues and what sort of multiple we want to pay for that stock. So that's my update for December the 10th. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back very, very soon. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.